what's up, Space Family? It's your baby girl here, Goddess Mira, and today I have a very special guest with me. I have cyber youth leader, talented, extremely talented, Scumie! Scumie Yummy, what's up?
What's up, gang? Scumie in the building.
Yeah, and I have my newbie co-host with me, Taco.
Taco Thursdays. How's everyone doing?
So today we have Scumie. She is currently streaming over 1 million views on Soundcloud and over 3,000 on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify.
It's, I think, 400,000.
400,000. Oh, excuse
Oh, no, it's
me.
Quick little
500.
update.
Dab me up, dude.
I know it's 500.
500. I bet. So let's correct ourselves. We are here with Madam 500,000 streams on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. Shout out to, all the music lovers out there. She's also known for her Y2K look and rad aesthetic and lifestyle. So today this podcast is everything and everything Scummy Yummy. We're about to dive into it. So, let's start. Hey!
Yes, sir.
So what's up, Scummy? How are you feeling today?
I'm
Welcome to
good.
Space Impact.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You happy to be here?
I'm happy to be here. Very welcoming. Nice. I'm feeling good.
You feeling great?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I bet. You ready for this?
Yes.
Taco, how are you feeling?
I'm alright.
You
I'm just
good?
chilling. Yeah.
You're just chilling.
No complaints.
You ready for this roller coaster?
Definitely.
Today I am your host, so nothing is off limits. So let's start with Scummy. Tell me a little bit about yourself, even though I do know you a bit. But let's tell the beautiful people out there who you are, your hobbies. Just like let's touch the surface of Scummy before we get inside.
So basically, my name is Zamazita Mngandi. I grew up, born in South Africa, Midrand. Midrand is a very boring place. Very quiet.
Really?
Yeah, it's very, very
I don't get
quiet.
that.
Place of no furniture. That's what
Yeah, literally, like with the whole, pub bed and a TV screen in the
Is
house.
it? I heard
Yeah.
like all your famous like celebrities are in Midrand. You know that meme that's training like your girlfriend might go to a celebrity.
Celebrity,
Yeah.
true.
Is that true?
It's very, very true, especially like on the waterfall side, those big houses type shit. You know them niggas be balling. They got the cash. So obviously, like, I know Ricky used to stay in waterfall. They wasn't come for me. But Focalistic also stays in waterfall. Casper, like, it's just...
Now we know where your Addy is,
Now
guys.
we know where you... But yeah, don't say I told you, because I'll be on the news.
Trending.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, cool. So tell us about like your come up with music, because that's what I want you to actually tell us. Who are you, like in terms of your art, your music? So now we got your name, we got where you from. No.
So basically,
Yes.
Scummy was born, I think, 2019. And
What?
it was...
Oh, Scummy was
the character,
born.
the alias.
Scummy was
Yes.
born 2019.
Yeah.
The character, the alter ego, the persona. She was born 2019 during quarantine. So obviously during quarantine you had space and time to yourself, like
Yeah.
every day.
That time was crazy, bro.
Definitely.
Where were you during quarantine?
I was at home. I mean, I was studying, but quarantine wasn't a good time for me.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Goddamn,
for some people it was
goddamn.
good. Scummy was born.
And like I didn't realize that I had an ear for music until that time, because I actually started making beats.
Really? So you're a producer?
I was a producer, like first, like ever, like...
Did you want to be like a producer? Like, were you like, oh, I'm gonna be a producer, make music for people?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
I wanted
that's
to be.
cool.
I wanted to be like Wonder Girl.
Shout
I
out
wanted to be
Wonder
like-
Girl.
Shout out Wonder Girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Wonder Girl. I wanted to be like her. Until my homie's like, okay, rap on your beats, bruh. Then I'm like, okay.
Which homie was this?
So basically, back then, quarantine, all my homies were like SoundCloud rappers. Like all these rappers, now, I knew them before they were even them. But basically, one homie of mine, his name is Hilly. Like basically, I would just produce beats and I would send them to him. And then Sachaba Rex was in my school, right? And he was like, shout out Sachaba Rex. So Sachaba Rex basically, okay, well, my homie put me on to Sachaba. No, put me on with Sachaba. No, but like basically what had happened was that I had a song that I made with my own beats, and then Hilly went to go like make Sachaba Rex listen to it. And when Sachaba Rex was like, bruh, you lit, like the fact that you produced this song, you have a bright future. And then that's, I think, when I started actually saying, okay, you know what, I think I'm gonna start like just making this a hobby, doing it as something. If I don't have anything to do, I'll just make beats on the computer. Some other old PC, yo, that's the Windows 7. But it worked for me.
That's when all the fire tracks come like
through.
As producers.
Yeah.
That old one, that box.
Yeah, that box, that loud one, and stuff like that. I pirated FL Studio before like they avoided or like they cut off the piracy thing.
Yeah.
So I had to pirate fucking FL, bro. Like, I mean, nigga, we start from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out.
The come up does start from somewhere.
Yeah, we start from
when
somewhere.
you used to Chopper Racks, was this before he wasn't the duo with KP or?
No, this was during
During
and
the duo.
after.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
during and after.
Shout out KP as well.
Yeah, shout out KP.
I know him.
Yeah, shout out
personally.
KP. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You homies?
So he was a couple of years younger than me, but we went to school together.
Mm.
He used to play ball with my brother. Yeah.
Oh, lit.
I guess this whole thing comes from school here. Like,
Yeah.
school's important. Lol.
Yeah, that's the way you're making the connections here.
Yeah, school makes connections. It do for real. But yeah, man, like that's how. And then what happened? Yeah, and then after Chabo said that, like, my music ability is actually good at the stage I was at, and then I just started recording more on type beats on YouTube, and then I started like rapping. The first time I made music, I was listening to like Icy Twat. And like Icy Twat used to work with Playboy Cardi. And so during that time, back in 2019, like there would always be like Playboy Cardi, Icy Twat beats.
Oh, that wave?
That wave.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, that wave was cool. That wave was so cool.
That was a
That
different
wave.
Cardi before the whole lot of red.
Yeah.
That's the Cardi I miss. That's my favorite
Yeah.
Cardi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now for real though, I mean, yeah, the old Cardi was lit. He was lit, but an artist has to evolve, but we're gonna get there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like technically I'll just hop on like, play with Cardi type beats until I discovered BK. See, when I discovered BK the ruler, I don't think I turned back from rapping. I think that's when I solidified the fact that, okay, I'm actually gonna do this thing where I'm gonna write poems and I'm gonna say them on a song.
Oh, so
That's
that's how your writing started.
Yeah.
You started from writing poems. What would you write about?
Poems I just write about what's going on in my mind. Because what I heard that like if you write what's on your mind, then like it's something sentimental, it could touch people. It could be something like, I could talk about something so fucked up, and then people would actually be like, damn, that's crazy, and people relate. Yeah. And so when I discovered that, I can actually vent and like actually talk about my issues in a poem, I started doing that, and then from there I just started like rapping them on like type beats and stuff. Yeah.
So let's go back to your poetry. Like, can you share some of the things that you'd write about and like your vulnerability with your writing? Like, when you touch people and people come back to you, be like, yo, bro, I actually relate to you. Like, take us through the mind of Scumie. Because I can see there's a difference. There's you and then there's Scumie. Yeah.
So with poems, I usually write about, let's say in the moment maybe, but most of the time I write about what's going on around me, people around me, my loved ones, and sort of like issues, at home.
What were the themes? That's what I want to know. Like your type of themes that you'd write about it back then.
The themes I write about, like despair. Sometimes despair.
So
Like I was
deep.
really
Bro,
like
Despair is
You
crazy.
don't look like that kind of artist. Like when I think of a despair artist, like I think of like Wednesday Adam.
Yeah, Wednesday Addams.
You don't give me Wednesday Adam vibes, bro.
And that's good. I don't be looking sad all the time. But like, obviously, a lot goes on in a person's mind and they would never really like show it. But yeah, like I'd write about despair, I write about anger, I'd write about proving myself to these niggas. I'd write about, proving myself to my parents. I'd write about
that's a big one.
Yeah, that one.
That one, proving yourself
Just
to
your parents, like
Especially in a creative field.
Oh,
'Cause I feel like
guys,
it's
tell me
almost
about it.
uncharted territory.
bro.
Dude, why do you think, like, sorry to cut you short, but why do you think parents, like, don't like this whole creative space? Because it's very important. We are creative beings, naturally, to, like, express ourselves, create things. Like, that's how we connect with one another from time immemorial.
True.
So why do you think, like, it's such a thing for parents? Like,
I feel like
and how do you handle it with your parents?
I feel like because they were born in an era where, like, creativity wasn't really something that was common or like normalized, or like something that was like, yeah, if you want to actually have a passion, you can be an artist type shit. So I'm sure back in their day, like it was the thing of you have to survive, you have to get money, so you have to like go to school, uni, then work for the rest of your life type shit. So obviously I totally understand, because it's a thing of like creativity, like especially in the entertainment industry, like it's sort of like it takes a while. It's not like a paycheck that comes every month on the 25th, 21st, or like the 1st of every month. So I'm sure that's why parents sort of like despise it.
Yeah, I think it's it's new territory as well.
Yeah. But you remember, guys, we all have to tap out of the matrix. You know, the matrix is that whole 9 to 5. What's up, Taco?
No. talk your shit.
You know, it's all that 9 to 5 thing, thinking limited thoughts. You have to expand your thoughts, expand your visions, and believe whatever you think is going to work for you will work for you. So I'm sure that's what you're doing to work for yourself. Yeah, so like what conversations, because I'm sure there are many other young people like you and artists out there that are having issues with maybe their parents on how to get into the entertainment space. What is your advice, and how are you coping with that, I guess?
I'm gonna pretty much say sometimes, you know, people, you can't really change how they think and like, you know, their view on the world and on life. And, you know, at the end of the day, if your parents disagree with the fact of like you want to be an artist, any type of artist, even if you're painting, even if you're like making clothes, or you're a designer, or like those things in the creative space, it's the thing of like, you know, obviously creativity isn't really vouched enough for type shit. True. If you get what I mean. So I think I would just say, like, if your parents say no, but like if you believe in yourself and you believe that this is your destiny, being in the entertainment industry, just say fuck them, bro. Just like fuck them. Just see how far it goes.
I wouldn't take it that far.
We are good influencers. Yes, true. Like, no, you have to be able to.
Yeah, because I'm speaking from experience. Yeah, because like I said, fuck it. Like I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do me. This is my life at the end of the day. And Siri, what you saying, girl? She listening to the conversation. Siri. But yeah, like defo, like just do you, man.
Yeah.
But if you're scared, it's normal. Do it when, like, let's say you're 18 and you're able to go out the house, and then just maybe figure out yourself then. But if you're like, let's say, yeah, you know, sometimes, you know, rare breeds, or like in life, things sort of like go on where there's prodigies and all these youngins who like are actually, you know, blowing up in the space, and it's like it's much more harder for like underage people to like, you know,
definitely
go out there and like do shows, do record till tomorrow. Like your parents are gonna say no.
Come home. Why are you sleeping now in studio? You have a bed.
Literally. So I just say, if you still want to make your parents proud, just like schedule your artistic abilities for the weekends and the holidays. And invest your concentrate that shit. Like,
yeah, true. Yeah. I think people don't understand that entertainment is all about creativity, yes, but is a lot of actual organized thought processing work that goes into it. So I feel like also myself, because I did go to a creative school when I was in high school. They used to tell us, guys, take it as a job. Take it as your passion is your job, your passion is your portfolio. Schedule things like work with your parents with what you need to do. Schedule, like, you know, shoot dates and all of those things. I'm sure that's what you did in order to, like, you know, make the music that you make.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Scheduling is important.
Yeah, show them there's a plan so they can be more at ease.
You have to
be put together.
Yeah.
Very put together.
That's great. So you were speaking about being your first time being in the studio was your own type of beats and everything. Let's speak about that first experience. Take us through that story of like, okay, now we are in studio and you're saying, jump on this beat, bro. Where were you? What was going through your head? Actually, Scumie, now I need to know what happens in your head all the time.
So the first time I was in studio, like this actual session was like, I think when I started blowing up, I think around last year, January. In Feb, and like it was very like surreal, because like usually I'm used to recording alone in my room, mixing everything, knowing that okay, my vocals need this preset, this one for it to sound So you know, like the first time I was in the studio, it was like kind of lit, But like obviously it was nerve-wracking, because there were people in there, and now I have a producer now doing everything for me, you know. And so it was a thing of like, okay, now I don't get to like dictate.
Oh, so you wanted that sense of control.
Yeah, I wanted like the sense of control when it comes to the engineering, especially. Like, I'm very, very like, you know, deep into like vocal engineering. And so like when I was there, you know, obviously, and I knew I was like, okay, if you're in a studio session, you have to be ready with some lyrics type shit. And I didn't know that. So they were making the beats and everything. And then they're like, okay, hop on this. I'm like, okay, but I didn't write anything. They're like, nah, freestyle. No peer pressure. Yo, peer pressure. So I'm like, okay, freestyle. Let me try freestyling. And so obviously my freestyling back then was trash as hell, bro. Like obviously I was starting out and I was just starting to get into. I was just throwing
freestyles out there right now. Your old freestyles.
Yeah, there's a lot of freestyles. A lot of them.
Okay, what's the first freestyle song that you like dropped?
The first freestyle song I dropped was Fruity Loops.
I bet we're gonna go stream Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
now.
Fruity Loops on 066 Volume 2 Apple Music Edition.
To take it
Yes, sir.
to the music, when I heard some of your stuff, it reminded me of BK the Ruler because of like the lane you're moving in terms of like a female doing that hard type rap.
Yeah.
But BK's also switched it up quite recently, doing a bit more of the alternative stuff. And I see that you also move in genres, working with people such as like Uncle Waffles. And I saw on your vlog that you also did there's a music video.
Yeah,
that's not dropping. What's going on with that?
Yo, this is deep, man.
Which music video is this?
For
The one with
Morocco.
Uncle Waffles.
Oh yeah,
Morocco.
yeah.
So the music video is done. It's edited, but it's looking so perfect. I remember my road manager was telling me the other day he went to go check it out. And so basically the person who shot the video was Young Stilo.
Okay.
And so
Shout out to
Young
Stilo. I like
shout out
Young
Young
Stilo's
Stilo.
work, yeah.
Yeah, he a lead photographer, videographer, everything. And so technically what had happened was that Waffles texted me. She's like, girl, you know, like Young Stilo doesn't have the video. I'm like, what do you mean?
Like the video is missing.
Like it's missing, it's gone. And I'm like,
Shucks.
how? I remember that day going mad. I was just like, how did this happen, you know? And so I'm like, okay. I just sat back. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna let the universe do its thing.
Yeah.
And I think a couple of days later, because I did tell my team about it, a couple of days later they came back. They're like, you know, we went to Young Stilo and he still has the video and he edited it and we watched it ourselves. But what had happened was that the video file is way too big for it to be sent like on email or WhatsApp or like WeTransfer. That's how huge the file is.
Why was it that big?
Because like we used VHS as well.
Okay.
The VHS cam in there.
Yeah, okay.
And so definitely it's going to be a very huge file.
And it's gonna be a lit video.
Yeah, like yo, it looks
I wanna see, yeah.
So it is dropping.
perfect. Well, it's dropping when Waffles comes back to SA.
So we're looking forward to that for sure.
Definitely, yeah. It should be coming out soon. I'm gonna tell her like by the time she's back, I'm sure we're gonna start operating with that one. But yeah, like technically the video is still there. We still have the video. No panic, okay? No panic. But yeah, we still got the video. It's just gonna drop once she's back in SA, back home, and ready
Where she
to, like,
belongs.
where she belongs.
And she's been doing so well. Hey, like, how did that meetup happen with you and Waffles? Like, I was shocked when I saw you guys in the studio. I'm like, bro, this is like two different worlds coming together right now.
Literally, guys. Let me tell you the power of posting on IG, guys, and not deleting. Like I'm telling you, that shit is gonna take you so far. I remember I posted the quick fix dance video, trying to get that one, that night that everyone knows.
Hey, shout out Quick Fix. Isn't
Shout
it
out
number
Quick Fix.
19 on SA Radio at the moment?
Yeah, it's 19.
Yeah,
Top
it's number
20
19.
on
It was a 21
radio.
not too long ago. Now it's up to 19. So shout out for that.
Well done, Scummy Yummy.
Be charting on the radio. That's what she's saying. But yeah, like technically, she saw that video on her. You know when you scroll through your
Your
reels.
For You page.
Yeah, on your For You page on IG. And then she saw it on the Explore page. And then she commented. And then she's like, girl, I think we need to work together.
Ooh, she DM'd you.
Yeah, she DM'd me straight.
Imagine
And then
getting a
even
DM from
worse,
Waffles.
bruh. And then even worse, like on TikTok, when I went on TikTok, one of my videos had like, I think we went on the For You page. And then she saw it. And then she commented, same song. She's like, girl, this is nice. I'm like, thank you.
Ew.
And then she like DM me. She's like, girl, come to the studio today. I'm like, today? She's like, yeah. And then obviously she's like, okay, no, I'm busy. Like last minute plans, come tomorrow. And so I go the next day. She orders an Uber for me. I get there. and stuff like that. Oh, some other nice place, bro. I was like, I'm getting a taste of my future.
Yes.
But it's some other nice place. Some other nice place. I went up, I think we're on the 40th floor, and it's like this nice like room with like a huge window, and you can see the view, like it's in Sandton.
Yeah.
And so I was
So you can
there,
see the whole of Sandton.
the whole of Sandton.
Future.
Literally, like I was recording and I was looking at the view. That's how surreal and spiritual it was.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
And so that's how it happened. And then I remember like seeing when I was going in, I was like, this is like a soft but surreal experience. I'm like,
Soft
life everywhere. Even the way I got in, the way I met her was like very low key. You know, they say wealth whispers. It's very low key. You know, I got there. Oh, she's there. She's looking. Mwah.
We are just gonna take a quick ad break. We'll be back with more spice, more yummy things from Scumie. Yummy.
Purr.
Yeah, man, we outside, Street Fest grown.
Yes, sir.
Space Impact gang, everybody in the building, everybody in the cut.
Space Impact Vlogs.
Alright, what's up, everybody? We back from break. Something I wanted to touch on and talk about besides just the YouTube and the vlog series that you got is the music videos you've done. And one of my favorites is the 2-part JIT/SRT. Could you speak to me a bit about like the influence, what you might have been thinking when you were making those vids?
So I have a friend. He was a backup dancer for Costa Titch, and basically he's also a videographer and a stylist.
R.I.P. Costa.
R.I.P. Costa. His name is Cabello.
Okay, shout out Cabello.
Shout out Cabello. Shout out Mayor Squad. I think that's what something like that.
Yeah, shout out.
Yeah, but basically, you know, I had came through with like a whole, you know, the Kanye video, the one with Sean. Who's that nigga, man?
What's the name of the song?
Amile. That video, like the whole thing in the parking lot, in the garage, and like the black and white. And
Mercy.
Yeah, Mercy. That song. So I took the inspo from that song for SRT. And then for the JIT one, basically my homie was like, okay, you know, there's like a little forest here in Centurion, and we can like go and shoot there. And I was like, ooh, okay, forest vibes, like I fuck with that. And so they were just like also bringing in their ideas as well. And so yeah, like it was a thing of like organic ideas besides the Amelie, the Mercy video influence. Yeah, but definitely it was like their original ideas. And we just like went to the fucking forest and we shot, you know, the video there, and then we went to the mall and then we shot the SRT music video. And that was the first time I met Eddie and Horrid at that music video. Yeah, but basically the inspo was just like, you know, something what can I say, like, because there was a trailer for it and we made it like, you know, something hectic, you know. So it was like something that we wanted to build up and, you know, like pace anticipation for it and stuff. But yeah, like it was just like organic.
I could definitely see the Mercy influence in JIT, SRT, sorry. And in JIT, something I picked up, I don't know if it was intended or not, but it's like Florida slang, and it kind of seemed like you're taking it back to, you know how they be like, Florida be crazy, alligators in the park type shit and all that. So that's something that I was thinking of. I don't think it was maybe planned, but that looks like it came out that way, and that's pretty cool.
I fuck with that. I fuck with how it's like now growing into something of its own.
I think that's the cool thing about art, like the perception that you can get off of it and things that might not have been intended before, and you can really see new perspectives in that when you put it out there. So that's really cool.
Yeah, true, man.
And I love the way everyone's interpreting their own things differently from the music videos. I love that.
It's cool, man.
So besides the Uncle Waffles music videos, is there anything else that you got lined up in terms of music videos?
In terms of music videos, I do have one.
Ooh.
I do have
Space Impact scoop.
Share the
scoop, a little scope, but like just for my new single called Bank Account.
Okay.
Featuring.
Wait, did it drop already?
No, it hasn't dropped. But it's featuring K-Kid and Boozy Lee.
Oh, is that the one you dropped the snippet for?
Yeah, that's snippet.
Twitter?
Yeah.
That was fire.
That's
Sound
snippet.
crazy.
Yeah, shout out.
Hella excited for that one.
So let me just ask a question. How do you get all your collaborations? Like, don't you think she's very versatile with like the people that she's collaborated with?
Definitely.
Waffles, Blackie, Boozy Lena, like. Yeah. How do you get like to connect yourself with those different sounds?
Mainly, like, it's mainly me and the artist connecting ourselves, and maybe they'll DM me, or like we'll meet at a show and they'll be like, yo, you know, your music is hard, let's go into studio and stuff like that. And maybe some other features my manager will get them for me because he has the connections, and I'll be like, yo, this is Scumie. And you know, some people know me, you know, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I know Scumie, it's like so type of shit. And it's like, that's sort of like how it just happens. I feel like it's very natural and intended.
It's all aligned.
Yeah, it's all
There's a
aligned.
lot of chemistry there, and I think that's what happens when it's natural. Are there any like music projects you got coming up with other local or even international? Because I'm seeing quite a few people from the local scene doing some international collaborations. Do you have anything else coming up?
Yes, definitely. I'm starting to work with underground artists from like Chicago.
Oh, that's
and
hot.
like your Chicago, your Atlanta, like those. What can I say? Like the Luh Twizzy niggas,
The
like
proper
the
Luh Twizzy
SoundCloud,
Like the opium type.
those,
guys.
the opium type of niggas, like those, like those underground like SoundCloud niggas. So now I'm working with them now, because now, you know, I found connections that side, and they, like, you know, they always bring me like these SoundCloud links, like, this is a new artist from Chicago, you know, he's blowing up right now, do you want to work with him, and everything like that. So yeah, there's definitely some international features.
Can we get any name drops or
No.
not yet?
No.
Name drop. Come
No.
on, name drop.
Name drop.
Okay, I'll name drop one.
Yeah.
He's from, I think he's from, if not DC, Washington. He's from Chicago, but his name is Mason Vendetta.
I've heard of
Mason
that name.
Vendetta.
Yeah,
No,
Mason
2500. Mason 2500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
no Mason.
shout
Shout out
out.
Mason. Shout out top floor.
Crazy.
Yeah, that nigga, yeah.
Yeah.
I mess with
Yeah,
Mason. His
for real.
stuff is crazy.
Have you
Yeah.
Nah.
guys already started like
Working.
exchanging like lyrics and stuff, whatever you artists do?
We haven't yet, but like our management made us aware of each other.
Okay.
And like they let us know that, okay, my management that side in the US, they were like, yo, they told him he knows and everything. Like we even follow each other on IG and stuff like that. So definitely something is coming.
So are you signed?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Let's talk
signed.
about
Does that have anything to do with you being in Universal Studios recently?
Yep.
Is that okay? So
Uh-huh.
let's hear about that.
Yes. So I'm signed to Def Jam Records, Def Jam Africa, and Universal Music, all in one umbrella. And yeah, like it was a very surreal experience. Being signed is very like different, you know, because even there where I'm signed, there's not even many people. It's only me and Lucas Raps
Oh, okay.
in Def Jam Africa. The rest, I will nasty see, I will Blackie there in the other Def Jam, the one in the States. And so it's very, very like, yeah, there is pressure because they be saying, yo, you want music now.
What kind of signing deal is it? Is it like just distribution? Is it a 360?
You know, let me tell you niggas, I have a plan, okay?
She has a plan.
I have a plan, but obviously it's like a 360, but it's not like a hefty one where it's like it's a 20 album deal or like a 20 single deal. It's only like one single, one album deal.
Oh, that was a good deal.
Yeah,
bro.
very
Okay,
good deal.
shout out
Like
to
we
the
made
kids
sure,
again.
my management made sure that we don't want a hefty deal and everything, but it is a 360. Yeah, I know niggas come for me every time I tell them like it's a 360. They be like, nigga, are you stupid? Like, they be fighting me. They be like, why are you doing that? And I'm just like, I have a plan, guys. Young Thug said it. Young Thug said he signed a shitty ass deal, but he had a plan.
Yeah.
And he
is
look
this
where
deal
he is
shitty?
now. It's,
Yeesh.
I mean, it's a record label. I mean, what can you expect from a record label? It's quite shitty. It really is.
What's the difference between like you being independent and the record label? Because there has to be something.
Yeah,
you can
something
do. So what are the
different,
positives? Let's
Like,
Yeah.
look at that.
I like that a lot.
Well, what made me sign was that I just wanted to make it easier for my songs to be on radio, for my songs to be able to be on TV, for my songs to be able to play there in the UK, in the US, and like all over the world. Like technically, I just wanted to make it easy for my songs to like play everywhere besides like, you know, SoundCloud, Apple Music, iTunes, and
Besides
Spotify.
local,
Yeah, besides I wanted like because I know record labels are able to reach like the mass audience, not the internet, but the mass audience. And I just wanted that because I knew if I had to do it on my own, because like I'd have to sign like these other contracts, register, pay membership fees just for my songs to spin on radio and all of that stuff. And you know, even getting spins on radio when you're independent, like it's very hard because like record labels pay radios.
And I think it's more reliable. Like they can be like, this is a reliable artist.
Yeah. So like I was just like, you know, I don't have the money to be giving people to spin my songs on radio. I can't be paying membership fees every month, you know, with Sampra and all of these Samro niggas and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me just make my life easy, you know, and I also looked at my inspirations and the people who technically brought me here in the first place. Like, you know, your Nicki Minaj.
Yo, what's up, Nicki?
Your
I'm also
BK.
a boss. Okay.
Ooh. Look, I'm like crazy now. But like your Rihanna's, all of those people, like I was like, okay, they there because they signed and stuff, you know. And so I was like, you know, let me just also like see what happens, you know. Let me see what can go down, you know, because I knew that I was at a point where I was eligible to like go to a record label and sign, and so I wanted to take that advantage and like use it, you know, because I mean, obviously, you know, talent takes you a long way, you know.
Yeah, and being able to sign means that you do
able.
have a buzz and you have movement going for yourself.
Like, yeah.
You spoke about your inspirations in terms of Rihanna, Beyonce being more on the business side and the artistic side. Who are some of your inspirations there? Like
my artistic side.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. My artistic side basically stems from Slay World, like, you know, your
shout out Slay World. I'm a big Slay fan.
Yeah.
Kane.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. But yeah, like Summers, Can, you know, your Frank Last Day, those niggas, Goonie,
and then Autumn. We have
Autumn, yeah.
You guys are tapped in. What's
Yeah.
No, shout out. Slay Demons. Shout out Slay World.
We need to,
yeah.
we're gonna pop up their pictures as you guys speak. Okay, keep going.
Because there was a point where I started hopping on Slay World type beats. Like those are the only type beats I wanted. Like if I'm gonna release a song, it must be a Slay World type of beat. So that's where Scumie also came from, and the whole SRT Jet, the 066, like that sound came from the Slay World sound. But I knew that because I had homies like who did SoundCloud and who did Underground and who also like liked the Slay World sound, and they were able to like produce that type of sound, but like in their own way.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
making something new,
make it
almost
something
remixing
new.
it, making it your own.
Yeah,
yeah,
and you can like hear the influence. Like if you listen to like, you know, your Brother Cooper, your OG 777, my old shit, like you can hear that it takes inspo from Slay World. Because if you listen to Slay World and like, you know, the Luh Twizzy gang here in SA, you know, it's like the same.
Yeah, it's almost interconnected.
You
can see the influence.
Yeah, the influence is
so like
definitely
cyber trap. That is like a new movement that I want you to like. Yeah.
I think for Slay World, you would classify it more as like plug.
Yeah. Okay, what's it? Yeah, list them for me.
But like
list these things for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of deep to go into,
it's
but
like a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole, but it's derivative of trap. That's all I.
So if now, because like I have no idea I know I'm vaguely familiar with some of them, but you guys are like tapped in. This is a culture. This is like I'm noticing something here. Like if I wanted to join this culture, what would I do? Who would I search? How do I start?
Listen to music on SoundCloud only.
I bet.
YouTube as well.
Only
For
stream
me. YouTube put me
SoundCloud,
onto
yeah,
Slay
YouTube,
World.
yeah.
And I'll be watching like documentaries.
Yeah.
Like I'm quite into like the underground scene, so I watch documentaries or basically other fans of them make videos about them, and you can learn about their stories.
Now this is so dope. Like I'm learning something new today. JMs.
Something cool about Slay World is I don't know if you know, but it started as a brand by Kane, and something that I see that you doing or that you plan on doing is making your own clothes under Scumie XO. Am I right?
Scumie XO.
So can you talk to me a bit about that?
Yeah.
Well, Scumie XO is like a culture. It's like it's a culture. Think of it as like Ricky and Cotton Fest. It's like that type of like culture, but like obviously me and like catering to my fans and my audience, because I know my people are crazy. My fans are insane.
Yeah, no, the rages be going crazy,
bro. Like, niggas is mad. So obviously, like, you know, for the Scummy XO brand, there's a lot to come for that. Obviously, clothes, you know, courses on how to be the best artist you can be.
I think that's important,
Everything,
bro.
yeah, definitely.
I love that.
and something that's quite interesting with the vlogs as well. It looks like you diversifying your income stream in the sense that it's not just music. So regardless of what the record or the music side of it looks like, you do have things that you want to fall back on, such as clothing, or just have other streams of income coming in.
Yeah.
Listen,
definitely.
Scummy is a brand.
Yeah.
It's not just Scummy is a brand. So I really like that. Well, I'm going back to Taco. Let's go back to the SoundCloud world. Educate us on the SoundCloud world, and you just like co-educate.
So what
me.
I would say about
in essay, yeah.
for the SoundCloud world, I would say that it's quite derivative of what we see in the States, like
Perfect.
the influence from opium and what's going on there. Because if you look at some of the similarities, like they wear a lot of black,
True.
baggy clothes and all that type of stuff. So it's almost like they start a wave and then we ride it and make it our own or tweak it a bit. That's why you see in the Luh
How we
Twizzy going
tweaked it.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think Scummy's a tweak. I think you're a hack.
Me.
What do you feel about the Luh Twizzy culture? Like,
Well, I mean, obviously, definitely, I feel like, you know, when you sort of start something, right, and then it spreads on its own like wildfire, it's sort of like, you know, it's lit as hell,
Yeah,
because it's like
I
now
like it.
it turned into its own culture. Because like I remember, like me, Low Nosebleed, Jay Katana, Cooper, OG 777. Yo, I can name all of them.
Shout out to the boys.
But those are the pioneers of like Luh Twizzy, like the name Luh Twizzy. Like we came, even the clothes. I remember the whole trucker hat thing on the side. I remember I used to post pictures like that, and then like it started like I did it, like I did it when I was like growing up, and so when people started seeing that, I started seeing a lot of girls, you know, coming through with the trucker hat label, all of that, and people would come to you, they'd be like, "Zama, look what you started, bruh. Look what you and your homies did," and I'm just like, you know, it wasn't even intentional, you know. Plus, like I'd never wake up every day and say, yeah, like I started the Luh Twizzy culture. I didn't. It just like happened, you know. I'm not the one, but like also other people contributed to like the whole like
You're
the
helping the
early like the early 2020 2019 SoundCloud is where the whole Luh Twizzy culture started. Because I remember like the Luh Twizzy culture, like it used to be like a very small group, like me and a bunch of SoundCloud rappers in like one group, and would all have like these beat battles. If not beat battles, would play COD, maybe
Intense.
like Call of Duty if we want to. If not, there's like rap battles, and they'd create groups, and they'd be like, okay, this is the fixture today. The people who won here, they're gonna battle each other today. These are the lineups. It was very deep. Like that's how deep like that
It's
stuff
proper
was.
underground.
so
bro.
you into
Yeah.
COD and gaming as well? Oh, okay. What other games are you?
COD, Fortnite as well.
Shout out Fortnite.
Fortnite,
fun.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't played it in a while, but me and my boys used to hop on around quarantine time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's when it
why
was
we.
fun.
That's when Fortnite was a
Exactly,
thing, and it was so nice.
yeah.
And like the characters would like play like trending music and all that type of shit, bro.
True.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and the emotes and everything. So
Yeah,
yeah.
nah, it's also spawned a
Yeah.
whole lifestyle or a whole culture.
a whole like
true.
group of
and
homies.
like the Fortnite dances.
yeah, type shit.
Yeah, if you made it on Fortnite, you made it for real.
Yeah. True.
True.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out from you, right? What the fuck was I gonna say? Wait, sorry.
Talking about games.
Yeah, no, not games. I actually wanted to go back on something that you said that was like, why is this Luh Twizzy culture and gang filled with so much rage? I know before you spoke about despair and anger. Let's speak about like the sound of like the Luh Twizzy gang. Because I have no problem with y'all. I think y'all are lit. Like, I think y'all are lit. Like, really.
Basically, why there's rage is because the beats are rage. Like if you listen, because I'd say Cooper and OG 777 are like the pioneers of like in terms of being producers in the Luh Twizzy world or whatnot and stuff. So they came through it. Like I remember Cooper, like he's the first producer I ever worked with. Like he came through with this other crazy, it was a crazy ass sound. It was a sound where I'm like, this is where I want to release my anger. And so and like also like your sadness and everything, like negative emotions on like, you know, distorted beats and everything sort of like intertwines, because the beat also complements like the lyrics, the thoughts and everything. So like technically the reason why there is rage is just because of the type of beats and the type of music that the gang came up with. And yeah, after that it just went mad, because if I was making pop, like if Luh Twizzy was like pop music, then, you know, it would be a bunch of niggas dressing like Tyler the Creator and all that now. But because like, you know, it was rage, like mainly like there was nothing soft and everything. It was mainly like rage beats. That's why niggas love rage. Yeah,
it's very like dark and gritty.
It's very dark and gritty. So that's why
I think that's why people are scared of it.
Rage. Yeah,
but I'm not scared of y'all.
In terms of the previous generation of SoundCloud music, like I'm talking Treehouse era, were you listening to the music around that time, like Fetty Boy Jim, J Marley, those types of guys? I'm talking more local now. We're taking it back, bringing it back home.
She's so excited.
You know your Fatty Boy Jim.
Oh,
your
okay.
Latabo Acid.
Yeah,
Indigo Stella.
Fetty Boy Jim. He wasn't really. He had a few songs that I really liked, but he was a bit inconsistent for me personally.
Yeah, I feel like he was just dealing with his own shit. I could tell, man, that this nigga's going through some shit.
Yeah, but what are some of the names that like you would say? Latabo Acid. Yeah,
Latabo Acid. Yeah, Latabo Acid definitely like inspired me. Wav Gang definitely inspired me. Definitely Fatty Boy Jim. I think I had a crush on Fatty Boy Jim like for a while. Like, you know, that's a sexy man, you know? Especially with the dreads and everything, when he had the tats and like he was all emo. I was like, I'm into like emo type shit, like emo type niggas. So yeah, like Fatty Boy Jim. This is one person, I forgot their name. Sushio Guapo and Azarati.
Drop the top.
Yes.
And,
bro, that takes me way
the
back.
other guy, the drop the top guy. Who?
Yes. Sean Swerve.
Yeah, Sean Swerve. Yo, bro.
I got on Sushio Guapo as well.
Yes, Sushio Guapo. I feel like Sushio Guapo, in terms of artistic, like he was very, very deep inside, like being artistic, because his music was very different from the rest. Like Latabo Acid and all of them. Like I feel like I also took some inspo from Sushio Guapo. Like I thought that nigga was cool. Like I'd always follow and unfollow him because I wanted him to follow me on IG, and he would never do that. I'd just be like, why?
Is that what girls do?
Yeah, just
I've never done that before. If I don't get
just
the
follow and just
follow once,
Yeah.
unfollow, it's done. I'm done after that.
Because I was feeling for that follow back. I'm like, I want Sushio to notice me.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, when you follow somebody they don't see, so you have to
keep doing it. Yeah.
If they don't follow back, they don't follow
They
back.
don't follow. Try.
Were you tapped in with the Boys of the Summer
Boys of the
series
Summer
on YouTube? Yeah, Treehouse did it.
Wait,
where
which
they
one
would
was that?
basically just vlog their days.
Yeah.
Show you what they be doing on a day-to-day
Oh yeah, I
basis.
remember those vlogs.
No,
Yeah,
I
Boys
don't
of
think
the
I
Summer,
watched
I think
them.
is what it's called. You should check it out on YouTube. Hella fire.
Nah, definitely I will.
Then something I've seen, like I think Lil Nosebleed is also doing some vlogs.
Yeah,
I can't remember the channel name, but shout out to them. I also be tapping into them.
What's the channel name?
Y'all are all coming with the
but I
fire
know
and the
it though.
vlogs. I really like that.
Yeah, you have to.
This new wave is cool.
Yeah.
Wait, before we go into that, do you consider yourself a mainstream artist now, or are you still new wave? Or I don't want to say you're underground, but from listening to you speak, I feel like you are tapped in with the underground scene. You're not seeing underground as like you need to climb this ladder. You're seeing underground as like, oh, this is my home.
Yeah, this is my home, my birthplace. But definitely, I'd say I'm on the road of being a mainstream artist.
Okay.
But for now, I'd say like a new wave. New wave, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
cool
guys, we are doing an ad break right now. We'll be back and we're going even deeper. We have covered underground and everything scummy yummy.
That shit worked out. So
Shout out Scumie, that's my little sis for real, bro.
how did y'all get to link up to knock that one out the park?
Crazy thing is, when she got her blow up from that specific blog again.
What's up, Space Family? We are back from our very, very short ad break where we had so much fun, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now,
Hella fun.
hella fun. Too much fun was had. So now we're back with Scummy Yummy. This is her new name, by the way. Scummy Yummy.
I'm gonna change my IG now. Scummy Yummy. Don't address me as Scummy now. Scummy Yummy now. Yes.
Definitely. So now, Taco, you were talking about anime.
Yeah, I wanted to know what type of, if you're into any anime, because I see that some of the things that coincide with this new wave is obviously anime, fashion. So I wanted to hear what type of anime, what's your favorite? What are you watching right now? anything that you wanted to let the people know?
Basically, my favorite genre of anime is horror. Like
Same.
those like crazy
Horror.
like crazy anime shows where like you left like what's
It's
going
so
on?
twisted,
Like it's
guys.
twisted. Like
why did this happen?
I love like twisted type of anime, like your Death Note, your Kakegurui, your Parasite, your like those your what's that one called? Angel something, but where they're wearing white masks, and then like what happens is that basically these masks like hardwire or brainwash your brain in order to like go according to what the government tells you. And then if you take off that mask, basically the mind is hardwired to kill itself.
What?
And so like these people, they just jump off because they live on buildings on like rooftops. They can't live at the bottom. And so if they take off the mask, they jump off and they kill themselves.
So like they program to die if they remove that mask.
Yeah, if they don't want to be under like,
The control,
yeah.
Sounds interesting. I need to get a name idea on that.
Yeah.
I like horror and thriller. I don't know about anime. I like anime, but there's one anime that really scares me, and I want to get you guys' opinion about it. You know, Spirited Away.
Yes.
I have no idea why that thing, it scares me. It makes me feel so uncomfortable within myself. I will never forget it. Like, have you watched it?
I have watched it. I mean, because I've watched like more twisted animes. Way
I
more
think
twisted.
It's a bit on the... It's
lenient.
it's a bit on the same side.
Yeah,
Like,
it's lenient.
I think the art style as well is also quite...
It's
Studio
quite
Ghibli
soft,
does... Yeah, it's
yeah.
quite soft. So
That's why it
quite
was so
soft.
scary, because it's like, bro, I never expected something looking so pretty like this, scaring me. That thing scared me.
yeah.
And
I think
the whole nigga.
if you compare it to like stuff like Tokyo Ghoul or like Parasite, it's really tame, but
yeah.
I can understand. I can see where
Why?
why?
Yeah. Nah, definitely. Like, I'm gonna put you on to like, Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is crazy.
Nah, shout out Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, Attack on Titan. Ooh, they be eating niggas' heads off. Like,
Yeah, nah, Attack on Titan is crazy.
Attack on Titan is mad.
I'm
I guess I'm
not too
gonna watch
into it. I'm still in the first season. I can't get past it. But Tokyo Ghoul, I was really enjoying until I think the last season. It was a bit... I don't really like the end too much. Or the newer... There's like a new rendition. Or
Really?
like a second part of it where...
Yeah. It's
a
not the
bit iffy for
same.
me. Yeah, nah, it's not the
That's
same.
not the same.
I think it changes tones as well. It's not as dark as the first
As
one.
the first
and I think
one.
that's what made it special for me. So
Yours is dark.
The darkness.
Are you also a
and
dark
everything.
bro?
nah, I think I've taken a lot of different type of culture, so I can appreciate it.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think sometimes like there's beauty in the darkness. That
I was about to say that we telepathic
tapped in.
to
Yeah. Nah, for real though.
then
for real.
in terms of besides anime, is there like cartoons that you really mess with or
I mess with like your Titans, the
Teen Titans?
Teen Titans.
Really?
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
Teen Titans.
I'll mess with Young Justice. Young Justice.
Yeah,
was-
yeah,
Young Justice was cool.
her,
It was
yeah.
cool.
And then your Adventure Time.
Shout out
Please.
Adventure Time.
Adventure Time. Oh,
Yeah,
Adventure
no.
Time.
Regular show.
Regular show.
That's my go-to.
Bro, my number one favorite cartoon is The Amazing World of Gumball.
Really?
Literally, like I would like stay up until
But why?
because like I feel like it's like it gives Black Mirror vibes. Like it gives like it's just something. It's like Gravity Falls. Like it's
I
just
love
like
Gravity Falls.
on some like it's like on some abstract weird type of things. Type, yeah, for
I'm
real.
into some of the sorry.
Oh, sorry, bro. I feel like with The Amazing World of Gumball, I couldn't take those little kitties seriously. Like they just reminded me of eating like gummy bears or something sweet. But you see, when it comes to Gravity Falls now, that's when you tapped it.
I think me and you are a bit similar because I'm also into like some of the older stuff like Samurai Jack,
So,
I'm into that type. So I feel like that was the golden age of cartoons. I don't know if the newer ones can hold up the same.
I'm gonna say cartoons be weird these days.
True, man.
Do you have any favorites from back then, like some classic cartoons?
Classic cartoons? Oh, I loved it played on Nickelodeon. The fairies.
Wings.
Oh, Twinks or
Yeah.
Winks.
No, not wings. It's like where there's like the two guardian like angels or whatever. they're
Oh,
called.
Fairy Odd Parents.
Fairy Odd Parents. That's
Wasn't that
my
on Disney Channel.
Nah, that was
no
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
No,
Yeah.
I think it might have
It's
switched.
just
If I'm
they
not mistaken.
switched,
I think it was on
Yeah.
Disney Channel and then
Wait,
switched
have you
to
guys heard of the Mandela Effect?
Yes.
Yo, bro, that shit's real. Shit is real.
True.
I experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear my story?
Yeah.
I feel like on my birthday, my 19th, I feel like I swapped dimensions. I know this sounds weird, but everything that I thought was real and I remember things being the way it was not like that anymore. Like I remember with like the Nutella, like there was something with Nutella where it was written, like it's written in red.
Yeah.
I always remember it written in black.
Only,
bro. Like things were different. Even like my birth chart looked different. I'm like, yo, God, take me now.
did you take shrooms that day?
Nah. No comment.
I feel like you tripping.
No comment. I'm being serious. The Mandela effect is real. Bro,
It
have
is
you
real.
experienced it?
Yeah, I have. It is
You need
real.
to tap out of the matrix.
Maybe I'm just. I'm lost in the sauce. I got lost in the sauce. I gotta tap in. In terms of fashion, I know that's also a big thing with the culture.
Yeah.
Could you describe your style? Talk about some of your influences.
Yeah, I feel like my fashion stems from basically taking the culture from like your hip hop niggas, and so I wanted to like dress like Lil Wayne is my very very big fashion inspiration, because he'd always wear these big ass pants, baggy, and he'd sag him. You could even see his ass in his underwear. He'd sag him there with a big ass like babe jacket and stuff, looking cool
And
with
the
no
cap
shirt on,
on the other
with the straight cap,
side,
and like when I'd always see him, I'm like, nah man, I wanna wear like this, me. I wanna dress like this nigga, and so like basically. I just gravitated like towards baggy pants. I think that's where it started, like where I'm like, I want to be able to sag. I want to sag, okay? I want to be a hand who sags pants. I want it to be different.
That's where your tomboy look comes from.
Yeah, that's where it came from. Yeah, like I think from grade 8. That's when I started like, nah, I'm trying to sag my pants. Every time there was seaweeds at school, if I had skinny jeans, I'd sag them. I'd make sure they're showing that, yeah, it's sagging.
Skinny jeans though.
Show me. Yeah, it was 2019. It was 2019. But yeah, like basically,
if your fashion was a song, right? Like your fit today, what song would it be?
If looks could kill, baby, I'm the best. Be my
Shout out Lonely.
Shout
out Lonely.
Taco, bro.
Destroy Lonely Too Hard. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
In terms of like, obviously, I can see the tomboy look coming through quite a bit, but do you have quite a bit of female influence? Because I see one of your tracks on, I think it's 066 Volume 2 is Princess Nokia. And
your Princess Nokia phase was hot.
She's crazy.
It was hot. I like that phase.
I mess with Princess Nokia. Is that one of your inspirations?
Yes.
And I'm also seeing a bit of Rico Nasty as well.
Yes.
I saw it on one of the album covers where you did like the spiked hair.
Yeah,
Was that Rico influence?
Yeah, definitely Rico influence. Like, because I told you I fuck with emo. And so I feel like emo sort of brings out the dark side of like a person or me. And so I feel like, yeah, like, your Rico Nasty and your who else? Your BK the Ruler was also like a very big inspiration when it came to fashion.
Shout out BK again.
Shout out BK, because she also sagged her pants. She wore big ass clothes, and I was like, this is my destiny.
Yeah, this is my destiny.
Yeah.
To actually quote it, like I told my bro this earlier. When I heard your stuff, it made me think of that BK song where she says, I don't rap about my hair being pretty.
Yeah.
That's how all this love coming up.
Now that's such a scummy
that shit was
thing.
so fly. But I saw like the resemblance immediately. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I could definitely see it. And I think you also played some of her tracks in your vlogs as well.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did for sure. I feel like BK, she's very like different, like she's not like your Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj and all of that, because I feel like I felt like because everybody was doing that and like rapping about their booty and their pussy and all of that, and I felt like even myself as a human, like I was like, this is not what I want to rap about. I don't want to rap about my body and all
sexualizing
of that.
yourself.
Yeah, like I was always in my head, like I always wanted to rap about me being gangster, me being the greatest I could be, me proving myself. Like that was like the type of mindset I was on and stuff. And when I heard BK, I was like, okay, then there's someone out there, I'm not alone, where I'm thinking like this. And that's where I just sort of went with it.
Do you feel some sort of comfort when you can find artists that you can relate to? You don't feel like, yo, I'm completely alone and crazy and everything.
Yeah, I definitely find comfort, a lot of comfort.
No, that's cool. And now with you developing into this beautiful artist that you're becoming, world superstar sensation, I am manifesting that for you. I just want to know, what is the influence your team has on character development, and what are the things that you put into yourself to develop and evolve into whatever it is you want to become?
So basically, in terms of character development, what my team taught me and I'm grateful to have like a team where they work with superstars and stuff, because they told me, I remember they were like, you're getting to a point where you're going to become big, and you can't be seen everywhere or in certain places without certain people. You have to, like, when you go to a show, depends on what type of show, you just perform, you get there and you're out, like sort of like being stealth mode in a way. And that's one thing I actually realized, because in terms of being an artist and being famous, there's power in being famous. And so obviously in terms of maintaining that power, you have to, like, not be seen everywhere. You have to not be
is important.
like you have to be exclusive. Like I remember my team told me that, like, if people see you outside, it's because you're there and you got money to be there. That's the only reason why people should see you in certain places. And they were telling me you can't associate yourself with, like, other niggas who are at least not on your level. And that makes so much sense, because it's like they told me everything of my dating life and everything. They were like, you can't date certain type of niggas because niggas can ruin you out here, man. Especially people who, like, unable to provide for themselves. How if I am able to provide for me, how can another nigga provide for me if he can't? So
Provide for himself.
Provide for himself, So it's a thing of, like, I had to be associated with all these rap niggas, famous niggas and stuff. But it does make sense, because I also find a sense of relatability in terms of lifestyle and stuff, like with all these other, people, when it comes to, hanging out or, like, going on dates and stuff like that and everything. So
before we close this podcast, I think I learned. You guys taught me today. I'm about to enter the underground lifestyle. But what is your advice? A shout out, anything you want to say? The last 5 minutes are yours. Just spit facts and close us up.
One thing I do want to say is that I always say it, but be yourself, bruh.
Be yourself.
Because, like, I'm myself. Yeah, like, I am me, and me took me so far. Like, I remember I'd sit in my room and I'd be like, but, like, nobody's going to understand the song. But I also told myself that, but nobody's also making this type of sound. So there's a thing of, like, obviously there's fear in being yourself, but when you get to a point where you realize that people actually gravitate towards, new type of sounds and new, just anything new that's not like what everybody's doing, it can take you so far. And a lot of niggas, like, copy niggas just so they can also get that shine and the fame that they have. But you can't outdo the doer, so you have to be the doer.
You can't outdo the doer.
You
and
cannot.
This is Space Impact, and we were here today with Scummy Yummy, and we are out.